I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will learn how to solve equations relating to patterns. Rather, we'll connect patterns with algebraic expressions and then with algebraic equations. So it is a very important video which kind of connects us with all the three things which we are learning at present. The question here is, write and solve equation to find the number of green squares if 32 blocks are used in the following pattern of blocks. So we are given a pattern of blocks where we see that there are two fixed red blocks and the number of green blocks is increasing. So in the first part, let us try to figure out an expression which can represent this particular situation, right? Since the question is write and solve equations. So first we need to get an equation, right? So we need to do it. So let us say that this is our pattern number 1, and then we have this as pattern number 2 and this as pattern number 3. So it is kind of growing pattern where the number of green blocks are growing by 3s. Do you see that? Now to write an equation, let us first write down an expression. What we notice here is that there are two square blocks, so that 2 is fixed for us. So 2 is the fixed square blocks. And then we have 3 green blocks. The 3 green blocks increase each time. And if I relate that 3 with the number here, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 3. So we get 3 times n as an expression which represents the particular pattern. So we have kind of an expression here. We need to write and solve an equation. Now for what? Let's go further. Write and solve equation to find number of green squares, that means all this, number of green squares, if 32 blocks are used in the following pattern. If this is equal to 32, right? So if this is all equals to 32, you need to find how many are green, right? That is what you need to find. So you get an equation. So there you go, you have an equation right there, which is the green blocks plus 2 red blocks is 32. And now you can solve this equation that the green blocks is how much? So you say the green blocks green square blocks will be how much? Well, the green square blocks will be 2 less than 32, right? So 32 minus 2, so it is 30, right? So 2 less than 32, since there are 2 red blocks in each, right? So that is a way to solve such kind of questions very easily. Do you see that, right? So this is extremely efficient method of solving. Now, as a question for you, we did find that there will be 30 green blocks. Now the question for you is which pattern number will have 32 blocks, right? Total. So which pattern number will have 32 blocks? Then you need to solve this equation further, right? So in a simple case like this, it was kind of simpler. You don't even have to write any expression, you just take away 2 red ones and rest are all green. So 32 minus 2 is 30. So the answer was very obvious. But the whole concept here is to understand how we can develop on this concept and get a solution for a more complicated question, right? So try that out. Which pattern number will have 32 blocks? So that could be a variation to this question where the equation really helps you. I hope you understand and appreciate it. Thank you and all the best.